What's the worst way you've been woken up? I woke up inside an MRI machine. To give it a little backstory, short, I promise, I was suffering from frequent headaches and dizziness. After a lot of unhelpful medicines, the doctor decided to peek into my possibly malfunctioning brain, and that is how I came face to face with an MRI machine for the first time. So, the staff asked me to lie down, strapped me to the machine and strictly instructed me to not move and that it will all be over in 20 minutes or less. Now, something you should know about me is that when someone tells me to do something, I tend to take it as a challenge. I think it started from when I used to visit the barber as a kid. He would ask me to not move my head and be still. Instantly my competitive reflexes would take over, and my only goal at that point in life would be to become the epitome of stillness. In the next half an hour I would transform myself into the most still kid to ever set foot inside that shop. This time was no different. I was so focused on keeping still that I went into meditation mode. I was imagining a bright star at the center of my forehead and everything else faded into background. Now anyone who has set foot inside an MRI machine would know how painfully noisy it is, different beeping noises and bright lasers scanning every inch of your head. But the meditation force was strong with me, so strong that in fact, I fell asleep. Inside a running MRI machine. I woke up sometime later in daze and confusion, unable to move my head or my body in a dark enclosed space. I was still strapped inside the machine and it wasn't running. I freaked out. I start pressing the electronic ball clutched in my hand, signaling that there is something wrong, so the staff will come and help me out, and they did. They come shouting and asking what's wrong and that I can't even lie still for 20 minutes. I finally remember everything, come out of the machine, turn towards the wall clock and find it's over 1.5 hours. These idiots had me strapped completely immobile inside an enclosed space for more than an hour and a half. They turned off the machine and were chatting away merrily with, get this, none other than my father, completely oblivious of the fact that I was still trapped inside the freaking MRI machine.